All right, let's show you how to harvest your mushrooms. We've got some pink oysters here that are ready to go, but the same general idea will apply to any of the mushrooms that you might be harvesting, any of the oysters or the lion's manes or lion's mane relatives. All of them are going to harvest really easily just by grabbing and kind of twisting. So I'm going to use two hands here and just kind of twist everything. And it's going to come right off there. There's going to be a little bit of substrate attached there, and I'll just cut that off. But there you go. We've got some lovely mushrooms, and now these you can weigh them and submit your data on them, and we'll add it to our database. We've got a form on the data page of our fruiting block section on the website. So you can submit that data. That would be helpful to us. But once you've harvested them, they can go into a paper bag in the refrigerator. They'll keep for several days depending on the variety. But they're going to be better if you use them right away. But right now that we've harvested these, we want to quickly do something to protect this block so it'll fruit again. We've got this open space now, and this is where this paper tape that came with your Grow at Home kit comes in. We're going to recover this because in a few days it's going to fruit again out of that same spot. So I'm going to cover back over this slit, and when I do it, I'm going to make sure that it's still open under there, that I'm not just taping the slit shut, and I'm going to make sure that I've got good coverage so that nothing can come in the edges. That's it. That's all it takes. And now you can treat this just like you treated it when you first got it and got it set up. You can leave it to sit somewhere out of fruiting conditions. It doesn't need to be in fruiting conditions, because what's going to happen now is that fungus is going to digest some more of this growth substrate, and in a few days it's going to be ready to fruit again. Now, if this was your second fruiting that you were picking, what I would generally do is take packing tape and tape over this really well, completely seal this up with packing tape, turn it around and cut a new slit on the back, and then tape it open so that the third flush can come out of the back. And the reason I do that is that even with being careful, a lot of times you'll find that some contaminants work their way in, and you'll end up getting a better overall success rate on your third flush by doing it that way. You can keep going after that third flush too if you want to. The other thing you might do at this point, anytime you notice that the bag is getting noticeably loose around the block, you can take some packing tape and just tape it a little tight so that it stays tight against that block. And again, that's just keeping fresh air from circulating around the outside of it. You want all the fresh air to be coming from this slit where it's going to produce for you. But that's it. I'm going to take these mushrooms now. I'm going to get them in my paper bag, and we'll get them in the fridge, and we will get some use out of them for dinner.